Deep in the Grand Norzelian mines lay a most unexpected discovery. Crystals of pure salt. Now in possession of knowledge that could alter the course of history in
Unexpected though it may be, this...
Carefully, for it has the... This isn't up...
It's a target on our backs.
Hyzant will set up...
She's right.
Nor will S-Frost go...
Then let us prepare for... Whether we protect the salt as ours, or find another way.
What say you, Your Majesty?
We find ourselves at a crossroads. I too wish to act quickly. But I beg you...
Your caution is admirable, but ill-advised. Hesitation could cause...
That much is obvious. Yet I cannot race headlong into...
Benedict, I find myself unmoored.
As you wish. Pray let it be swift.
Serenoa, answer me this. Can I count on you to walk the path with me?
I was named Lord of House Wolford, and I've been your friend even longer still.
Say no more. Take the others to Castle Wolfort and await my word.
As you wish. Until we...
Ah, Milo, deep within the ground.
Impossible!
The discovery of...
How can you be so... The teachings, the discovery of these...
Salt crystals are salt too.
Of course. But...
The Hierophant.
The Hierophant asked...
Do you have another way to silence King Roland and his royal hounds and...
Minister Serenoa is one of us, and thus is honored. But we know not if... You shall ask him your...
And if he resists?
You are free to deal with him.
I am gladdened to see each and every one of you, my ironclad brothers in arms, here at Twins Gate. I have asked you here to tell you of a most fortuitous discovery. We have found crystals of salt deep in the Grand Norzelian mines. Alas, Glenbrook has taken those very mines from us. What's worse, Glenbrook's esteemed House Wolfort is led by one of the saintly seven of Hyzant. They will no doubt be informed of the salt crystals, and their precious religion will be shaken to its core. I trust you can all... They will not go quietly, but will instead seek the crystals for themselves. Therefore, we must subdue Glenbrook and seize the mine. But we cannot stop there, for that will... They will stop at nothing to conquer all of Norzelia in their name. The duchy has never been in a more precarious position. But we will not yield. We shall greet our enemies at Twins Gate with cold. Our newest weapon, the Death's Knell, is nearly complete. The false goddess shall crumble beneath the shield. Raise your sword. Your names shall be cast in iron when the histories of this day are written.
Oh yes. The Death's Knell will reduce many a falsehood to rubble, dear Gouludworld.
Have you heard
that Hyzant
So it's reached the
King Roland. Ordinarily,
for example,
I wouldn't be so restless.
Esfrost gathers its troops at Twins Gate.
Perhaps. But therein lies the opportunity.
You're quite right about that.
And each shift in...
Will the consort...
'Tis difficult to say. I believe House Wolfort's actions from here on will be key to the Consortium's decision.
House Wolfort, you say?
Indeed. They've been involved. I shall wait and see how Lord Serenoa...
Hyzant has learned of the salt crystals. Minister... Elsewhere, Gouludworld amasses his own forces at... All eyes are on Glenbrook, where Roland and Serenoa's... After much deliberation, Roland makes his way to Castle Wolfford.
I appreciate you coming all...
I was the one who asked for your time.
And I would hear your decision.
I've long pondered over the one. I thought back on... Each nation still thinks only of itself. But who bears the brunt?
The people.
Exactly so.
And yet without that wealth, the people...
This much is obvious, but there can be no winner without a loser.
And how do you propose we achieve?
Yes. All can live as equals under the god. The model nation wasn't... I have decided that we must... Exactly. There will be no more squabbling.
Unequal peace.
I am not blind to that fact. Nothing in this world is perfect. The sacrifice of...
Submitting to the goddess will rob...
So be it. My crown.
You are true.
Join me, Serenoa.
Roland, this is quite...
I understand. I expect Frederic. I am already mourning them, but I shall not be swayed.
King Roland's anguish plays plainly.
I'm not surprised. The future of our kingdom, to say nothing of the entire continent, rests...
Pray tell, what do you intend to do?
In truth, salt is too precious to be hoarded. We've a
Where the difficulty lies, yes. The salt lies at the heart of every war in Norzelia.
Would that the boundless salted sea...
My love, if I may. The first is that my mother's...
And the other...
Just so. We are guilty of nothing. Yet the Roselle entire generation. Cruelty created to...
Such is the...
One revealed by a... The time has come, sir. The salt crystals have brought us to the brink. We can harness this unrest.
I am with you. Believe.
Simple. We can no longer wait.
I swear to you, none of this feels distant to me. It couldn't feel any.
And I thank the. In truth, that.
I agree. Suppose we succeed.
Of course.
And when that time, just as your mother wrote about in the book, beyond the great falls and the faults, the ancestral home of the...
But that's...
We've already found one legend to be rooted in truth.
I doubt Benedict will share, abandoning all we've built to embark. Yet no matter how perilous the path,
I trust you understand what a monumental, whatever course of action we choose, will
How would you
I would do all I could to... They already control the source, with the siren song of a false equality under their goddess.
Even though they count...
Even then, for that... In the end, they will have this...
And our wounds from the battle, Hyzant will destroy...
But they stand little chance again.
Ally with Esfir?
Quite. Esfrost wants no.
Our interests are broadly...
Esfrost has been...
You speak...
Precisely. Without that weapon, you need only say the word.
I appreciate your can, but I fear the harder...
I bid you listen closely.
From whence this somber...
Do you believe King Roland...
What are you implying?
Decorum is of little use when the fate of our... Are you content to spend the...
Not another word, Benedict.
And you are Lord of House Wolfort, not the guard dog of... What else are you here? But you have the potential. All Norzelia could be your...
Treason!
Of course not. The blood in your veins...
I told you not to speak.
But you did not tell me.
I've heard enough.
Just know that I pray that you make the right choice. Not only, but for yourself.
You are certain Hyzant's army marches for the Grand Norzelian Mine?
There is no doubt.
they've heard word of the crystals.
It was only a matter of time. We knew.
Esfrost's arm.
War's breaking out over this thing, and we've got to...
How will Glenbrook respond?
There's no need to prepare. I have decided that we will surrender the salt crystal.
What?
Furthermore, I hereby declare that the kingdom of Glenbrook and its people shall submit to the goddess and her teachings. There is no way to bring happiness to all which is why I have chosen a path that will allow the greatest number of people to live in equality and harmony.
How could you? Do you not see is the suffering of...
She speaks the truth, my king. Will you so readily
I acknowledge the abdication. A small price to pay.
And the sacrifice of the Roselle.
It is.
How could you say such a thing to my face?
I, for one, oppose. I would prefer... The salt deposits within the mines give us the...
Ally with Esfrost? You dare suggest we ally...
I see no reason why we should not. so you should have no trouble.
I cannot believe my own ears. I will not have you let...
None of you can... It's no wonder my people... We're told to believe in the god. And now, even with proof...
Lady Frederica.
No, I've heard that before. All else is in disarray. We know the truth.
We cannot afford...
So we are a distraction?
I am merely being rational. Suppose we succeed. How do you propose we...
Esfrost would pounce on us.
Precisely.
There is another way.
And what, pray tell?
We set out alongside...
Centrali.
The legends of my...
I care not one...
Silence! I have heard enough to know where each of you stand. Do you all hold the courage of...
I do.
Nothing I've heard here.
I feel the same.
Very well. I would ask for some time to think on the matter. I understand each of you keenly, my friends. You have not arrived at these decisions lightly, and I do not doubt your convictions. Yet choosing any of the options before me, I cannot afford to lose any of you. Not after, which leaves me only one option. Nay, I mustn't give in so readily. There must be another way. One that will bind us together, not tear us asunder. Now then. Certainties first. We cannot afford to relinquish control. Salt necessarily belongs to the people, and on that point I shall not waver. There must be a way to bring about the lasting peace. Izat moves to take the Grand Norzelian mines as they will no doubt make an ostentatious show of power in an attempt to... What's worse, they'll soon be at our door, and we'll not defeat them with our army alone. Surely there's a way we can hold them off. The wildfire, of course, will draw them into the Hierophant will never... We need Esfrost. I hardly relish... Who might help? Lord Svarog, yes! We share a common enemy in Gustadolf. There is still the matter of how we invade. Yes. If the Rosellan legend revealing that goddess and high, and now we have just one no banner could. Unless they've no banner at all. One glimpse of the salt crystal. I have it. I've found a way to... The salt crystals will belong to all, and not just a privilege. The people of Norzelia will finally... Benedict's fervent desire to protect the domains, and Roland's yearning for equity, Frederica's resolve to free her people. I hear you all, my friends. You're not alone. Nor are the countless others who look to me. If ever there were a time to heed my father's last words, I must forge my own path and lead my people. The scales cannot save us this time. The words of my closest confidants have revealed. All that remains is to convince them to follow me down the path. As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear it. I will never turn my back on the promise of a better world.
Thus did Serenoa ascertain the scale's true purpose. Taking up the mantle of his late father, Lord Simone, and the ill-fated Dragan, Serenoa...
I have made up my mind. We turn the salt crystals over to no one, but we do not keep. Instead...
Do you hear yourself?
Do you mean this sincerely, Serenoa?
What of the Roselle?
I speak my conscience, and I promise I have. Pray, grant me the time to explain my strategy. We must put an end to the teachings if we are to release, which is to say...
So we are to take up Benedict's...
No. I propose...
At the same time?
We will use our domain's wildfire. Meanwhile, however, I believe, finally, in one fell. That accomplished, we shall sack the holy state with Esfros at our side. With both the source and the crystals in our possession. We can bring peace, equity, and stability to all Norzelia, just as Roland envisioned. We can restore the Wolfort name to an era, my dear Frederica. What I ask may sound impossible, but we have survived long odds before. Do any present have objections to the path?
None from me, lad.
Permit me to speak plainly, Her Majesty.
We cannot dream.
We've tried your way, Benedict.
What say you three?
Your plan is audacious. House Wolford is better for having you at its helm, Lord Saren.
The fate of my people always felt so, yet you would still choose to walk a day. It would be my honor to fight alongside you.
I honestly thought Hyzanth would rule better. I shrank from my... But you, Serenoa, and for you, my friend...
Then we've no need of the scales. Our path is decided. From here on out, we shall split into 3 regiments. I pray that clarifies what prolonging the war risks slowly drive. Not to mention...
Agreed. Tis for...
And so we find ourselves...
Hyzanth and Esfrost aren't expecting such.
As will the leader of each regiment and...
I shall lure the Hyzantian army.
Svarog knows who I am. I shall depart for Esfrost.
Pray, let me be the one to journey to... I would love nothing more than to...
Then I shall secure the help of Cliff. He can secret you inside the... Though we fight on distant fronts, we...
For Norzelia!
No, it can't be. General Avlora? Of the
Former General. I come to you now as a citizen of Norzelia. I come to House Wolfort in search of sanctuary.
Wait here.
General Avlora.
Indeed, it was your actions that caused my brief disappearance. This time, however, I come to you with a humble request. I wish to join your ranks, if you'll have it.
You wish to defect?
That we may bring this fraught and I would see those of Lady Cordelia's generation. You've every right to doubt me when I say Lady, but I swore to be her
We have long been enemies. I know you to be many things, General Avlora, but a schemer and a liar are not. And your talk of a swift end to this conflict appeals to me.
My lord.
Nevertheless...
I expect there will be. I will suffer their slings.
I admire your conviction. In truth, we have already... I welcome you, General Avlora, to how...
My sword is yours, Lord Serenoa.
Now, Serenoa, let us divide...
I leave the allocation of...
Choose wisely.
Understood.
Hyzant raises the Hierophant has. We, however, will not. Hyzant shall. Their army may. The Hyzantian army blind, but the Hierophant has no power here. This battle is but for Norzelia.
Twins Gate is sealed. We will approach the gate and the Duchy wields the Death Snake. We need that weapon if we are to break the Holy... I know this may feel a betrayal to some of you. Esfrost invaded us. They are the enemy. They murdered my father. But I believe if father were still here, he would see that I go to Esfrost for the right reasons. That I asked them for aid so that I would sooner cast out. I ask for your... Let us walk the path set before us.
To the plan. Lord Claris has taken... We are truly in your debt, Lord Claris.
I stand in short, spare no
As he says, if the Rosellan legends are true, this salt pillar is in... The faithful will be shaken. With luck, this is nothing less than a battle to... Have you prepared the...
Prepared and...
Excellent.
You are a marvel, Lady Fred. Who better than you?
This is not destiny, Lord Claris. Serenoa and...
Now you see.
I shall take that as a compliment. Watch over us, Mother.